Tell us a bit about yourself.
Welcome to the Coco Kids podcast. I am the editor of Coco Girl magazine, and these are my friends and fellow servants. Journalists. Journalists. We're not your servants. We're not butlers. Are we pirate servants? Welcome to the Coco Kids podcast. I am the editor of Coco Girl magazine, and these are my friends and fellow journalists.
Hello, everybody.
Today we have a special guest, Kelechi Okafor. She is a lover of words. She loves acting, directing things, and dancing. She's really good at dancing. And is great at telling silly people what to do. How are you, Kelechi?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm really excited to be talking with you all.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
I am an actor, director. I host a podcast, as well as I do quite a lot of social commentary, and I'm an author. I wrote a book for adults called Edge of Here, and now I've written a book for children called Strong Like Me.
How do you say your name and what does it mean?
My name is pronounced Kelechi, so there's a E, Kelechi, and it means thank God. It's from Nigeria, from an ethnic group of people called the Igbo people.
Wow.
What is your cultural background?
I am a Nigerian. I'm a Londoner as well, and I think that plays a role. So I was born in Nigeria and I moved to England when I was 5 years old. But I moved to Peckham, which is basically like Little Lagos. So yeah, that's my cultural background.
Can you tell us about Nigeria?
Okay, well, Nigeria is beautiful. It has such rich history. Nigeria is made up of quite a few ethnic groups of people. Sometimes people call them tribes. I prefer to call them ethnic groups. And Nigeria was put together as what we know it through Britain visiting Nigeria at one point. And so that's all very interesting and rather long-winded. But from what I know of Nigeria as I've experienced it, it's a country full of extremely vibrant, wonderful people, and there's so much art, there's so much history, and there's so much perseverance and love there. So if you haven't been, get to Nigeria.
Okay.
Can you teach us a Nigerian song?
Okay, I'll teach you a little bit of a song called, it's from another ethnic group in Nigeria called the Yoruba people. And the song goes, you can sing with me, okay? Eko ile.
Eko ile.
Ile ogbon.
Ile ogbon.
Well done. Eko akete.
Eko akete.
Kara ofuko da lola.
Kara ofuko da lola.
This is the most important part. Ọmọ mi.
Ọmọ mi.
Masha faraway.
Masha faraway.
Àjò kingdom.
Àjò kingdom.
Kò dìdèrè gbàgbé ilé. Kò dìdèrè gbàgbé ilé. That's, you did well, that was great. So what that song means is Eko, as in Nigeria, is a place of knowledge, it's a place of wealth. And it says, my child, nowhere that you go in the world should ever cause you to forget your home. So you should always remember that. And that's why I remind myself that no matter where I go in the world, I always remember where I came from.
When my mummy showed me the first cover of your new book, Strong Like Me, I saw me.
Yeah, look at that. Yes.
Kamira, the main character, reminds me of myself. How do you use your voice at school when people can sometimes not be very nice to you because of what you look like and your abilities?
It took me a while to learn how to use my voice and to speak up for myself. And so advice that I would give to a young person now who's at school and they need to speak up for themselves is to know that it's important for you to say what your truth is, even if other people don't like it. And most times when people are being a bit mean, I always say that people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. So if somebody's being mean, it's usually because of something that they're dealing with inside. So you have to just have confidence in yourself and know that no matter what, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, and you deserve to be here. Mum's special thing is using her voice to represent our community. She also makes the yummiest jollof rice ever.
Jollof rice is my favourite rice, so I loved hearing you read about it. I discovered jollof rice at an animation premiere, and on the menu was jollof rice. My mum is from Jamaica and cooks rice and peas, but I asked her to cook jollof. It was so good, I have never looked back. One thing I thought, if mum added pepper, the rice would have got a 10 out of 10.
Mum, note that. More pepper.
With extra street chili sauce. How important is it for us to read about our culture and have books that represent and illustrate the food we eat? Also, who makes the best jollof rice, the Ghanaians or Nigerians?
You are not going to get me into that battle. No. I mean, naturally, being Nigerian, I want to say Nigeria, but I also don't want to tussle with the Ghanaians. So actually, if I was to be diplomatic, I would say maybe it's the Wolof people, because jollof rice actually originates from the Wolof people in West Africa. So to be neutral, I'm going to give it to the people of the Wolof ethnic group. So the other thing that you asked me was that how much it matters that we see each other or see ourselves in the books that we read and about the food that we eat. It's super important because I remember when I was growing up, there weren't many books that I could pick up that had girls that looked like me or talked about foods that I would eat or just like my cultural background. And for a long time, it made me feel like I didn't exist or I didn't matter. So I think that it's part of my duty, as well as a lot of our duties, to make sure that we write the books, that we illustrate the books that show people that look like us, so we remember that we exist and we remember that we matter.
Put your hands up if you're from Nigeria.
Oh.
Put your hands up if you're from Ghana.
Oh, hi.
Put your hands up if you're from Jamaica.
Oh, what? Oh, you're Ghanaian and Jamaican, okay.
Where are you from, Rayanne?
Somalia.
Oh, I love that. One of my best friends is from Somalia. Auntie Linda scoops me into a massive hug, the beads in her hair tickling my nose. There's enough space for all the stars in the sky, she says. And there's enough space in the world for your strength in all its forms, and for everybody else's too. Your friends will shine in different ways, so you mustn't dim your light just to please them. Don't ever stop fizzing and zapping, super baby. And remember, there are different ways to be strong. It was strong to tell me how you're feeling.
What inspired you to write the book?
I was inspired to write Strong Like Me because I was doing a lot of work on my inner child and remembering what it was like for me growing up. And I know that one of the things for me was thinking about the fact that some of the people in my school would make fun of how physically strong I was. You know, I was able to like play football and do so much during PE. And I remember some people would be like, you're not meant to be able to do that. You're a girl. And it would make me feel self-conscious or nervous about the fact that I could do these things. And now I see that the world needs lots of like sports women and girls in sports. We need that. We need to encourage more young girls and women to participate in sports, and also even outside of sports to trust how strong that they are and own the strength. Strength isn't a gendered thing. We should all know our strengths, whatever they might be, and celebrate that.
How important are role models? Was the auntie in your book a role model to you?
Yeah, I actually named. Let's make me emotional. I actually named Auntie Linda after my actual auntie who passed away in 2013. And she was my first sort of role model in the idea that you could be whoever you wanted to be. She was the first person to teach me even about meditation and aromatherapy. And, you know, she's my mum's sister. And my mum would say that when they were growing up, my auntie Linda would just like leave and move to the north of Nigeria, get her nose pierced. Don't get your nose pierced. She would do all of these things. Like she would just go, and she was so adventurous. And when I was thinking about the characters for this book, I really wanted to, you know, commemorate how much she inspired me. I don't think I would be as courageous or as adventurous if it wasn't for my auntie Linda.
I was born in 2013.
Well, you see, as the next one gone, the next one born, you see it.
We love seeing all the beautiful hairstyles in the book. Look at ours.
Yes, you all look wonderful, all the different hairstyles.
Your hair is all beautiful.
Oh.
And your one, Kelechi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Your hair's beautiful too.
Kelechi, how important is your hair to you?
My hair is really important to me. I find it to be a way for me to express myself. So currently I've got locks, and before I've had it shaved. Sometimes I have like long braids, and before I used to have like an afro. I just love playing with my hair. I love being able to express myself in different ways.
You must use your voice in the media, and some people are not nice to you. How do you remain strong?
I remain strong by reminding myself, like I said a bit earlier, that people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. So I focus on the fact that what I'm saying, I know benefits us all, and people will come to that realization whenever is best for them. I have to always move from a place of love, and everything else will fall into place.
Is Kamara you in the story, Kelechi, when you were younger?
Kamara is definitely an aspect of me, but I think that Kamara is every black girl who wants her to be, every black girl, every black woman. She's in every child. I think she's in every girl. But yeah, Kamara does have some of my traits, that's for sure.
What lesson will you like children to learn from your book?
I hope that the children that read my book learn that strength comes in so many different forms, and that we should all embrace not just our strengths, but the strength of all of those around us as well.
What's next for Kelechi?
Woo! I don't know. I take each day as it comes, and I'm just open to the adventures that life brings me. There might be another picture book somewhere down the line. There might be another novel somewhere down the line. But I hope all the time down the line is strength and excitement and love.
We are all striving to be journalists, writers and authors. What advice would you give us? But please don't use the classic, like be yourself and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, don't worry. I won't give you the classics. The way that society currently is right now, I would say don't be afraid sometimes to be angry about the things that you see in the world. Sometimes the things that we see, we can only experience anger, and it's okay to note the anger. But after noting the anger, we have to find the truth in whatever it is that we're seeing, and always prioritize telling the truth.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you all for being here. All right, ready? So 1, 2, 3, you take it up. You take it down. To the side. Other side. Now take it round, 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 down to the ground. Well done, well done. Well done. Great rhythm. Strong like me.